of a thing, of a segment. Okay, I gotta breathe. The champagne. No more champagne for me, okay? It's giving me hiccups. Jules.
I know, same.
Too early in the show for that. Zach Amico in big trouble. Do you remember Zach Amico?
Oh, really, dude?
Okay. You remember big, bulbous, enormous. I mean, he might be one of the most overweight people we've ever seen on the show, Zach Amico. Zach Amico has treated me like shit my entire career. He's constantly rolling his eyes at me, acting like I'm an alpha bully that wouldn't understand him. I understand you perfectly fine. Skid Zach. Yeah, I used to hang out with a kid named Skid Mark. He played guitar. He played punk music. He had bleach blonde hair. He looked like a skinnier version of you. He stunk to high heaven. So much so, my mom said, he can't come over. My mom never said anything like this in her life. She goes, he can't come over. Every time he sits on something, it stinks. It turns out this guy he wasn't wiping well. He had a big cyst in his ass crack, and it kept dripping brown goo everywhere on our car seat. He got up out of my friend's car seat. This guy had a nice fabric Chevy seat, big brown Skid Mark.
It's one of your main
I think
legends.
Skid Zach, I would have been your friend. I would have been. What are you doing over there? What's that sound?
Sorry, I thought it was going to make a sound.
Okay. Skid Zach, you treated me the wrong way, and now I'm following all of your moves. I'm looking for things to talk about you because I never really covered Zach Amico. I got one. This is small, but it's called Zach Gets Lectured About Being Late from Louis J. Gomez. Should I start with this first clip, the episode
that's
before?
Just a little intro.
So this is from my favorite show, Gas Digital. Louis J. Gomez, the Real Ass Podcast.
They think we're kidding. We watch the show every single day.
16K views 9 days ago. You hear that, Louis? 16K. You're sitting under too lazy to try. So there's Zach Amico. There's my buddy Louis J. Gomez, who I owe everything to. We're going to go to 3:30. Oh, watch this, guys. Watch this. Am I doing this right? See, this is harder than I thought. What would you do? 00.
I think that if you just do the semicolon.
Wait, now the is the semicolon coming in by itself now? He updated it. He updated the plugin.
Wow.
It auto-updated. So what would I do to get to 3 minutes here?
By the way, we already have an Amazon wishlist winner, and he's very excited, so don't forget to do that later.
Great. 00333.
Oh my God, this is worse.
Is that right?
No,
that's
30.
30. I would do 0330. 30. Look at that.
Get used to it.
I'll get used to it. I got to learn how to type numbers. It's like money. Here's my buddy Zach. And this is from a show a couple days ago. Let's check this out. What do they do here?
It's also a woman.
That is also true. Look, we are very excited about today's show. Now we're waiting on one guest, running late. But the new Gas Digital, the on-time Gas Digital, the on-time shows, that's my new goal, is to fucking start all of the Real Ass podcasts and Legion of Skanks on time. I can't control...
Yeah, I've been around in these waiting rooms. Have you guys? You must love how Redbar works. You get an update, and then 15 minutes later, the show starts like that. It's never more than 15 minutes you're waiting around for. You're waiting around for 3-4 weeks. But then when the show finally comes, you only have to wait 15 minutes for it to start. These other shows, they'll keep you waiting like Kanye, 2-3 hours. Ethan Klein, his show surpasses.
Fuck, it's New Year's.
Ethan Klein's show supposed to start at 1 p.m. and then 2 p.m. rolls. It never starts at 1. I always hated that. This is why I started hating Patrick Melton. He'd go, live show, 1 p.m. You'd come, 1 p.m., there'd be music going, and then you'd go, okay, maybe it'll start soon. You'd sit around for 2-3 hours sometimes before that show started. I found that to be despicable. You tell someone the show's live, they don't have an hour, 2 hours to wait, okay? I mean, really, they don't. I'm sorry, I'm slipping on a bullet here. Bullets everywhere. Even 30 minutes is too long. So Gas Digital has been in this thing. They're getting yelled at by their chat all the time. They say the show is going to start. people show up, and then they're in a waiting room for 40 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours. So Lewis said, okay, I've got a New Year's reservation. I'm going to be here now on time. That's what he's talking about.
All the other shows, but I'm going to try. We're doing everything in our power to make sure that we do this. There we go. We got a cup of tea for Zach. Zach's voice is so fun. But we do have
they're editing out swears
already here. Brand new play coming out, A Christmas Carol 2, featuring Dan Cook and Dean Edwards.
Okay, so they promise
on time.
So then let's go to the next episode. He promises they're going to be on time. This was a big deal for him.
Now Lewis keeps his promises. He's an honest man.
So Lewis,
water, some lemon.
We're at the wrong code here. So Lewis does show up on time here. Guess who does it? We're going to go to 110. So how would I write this? 00.
0.
01. 10.
There you go.
Enter. We're there. Look at that. I'm going to get real fast at that. That's nice. No more scrolling like an old man. So here, Lewis shows up on time, but his co-host isn't there, and Zach's not there. Uh-oh.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's just 1 minute
I'm a
in.
Puerto Rican rattlesnake. Alone.
He's alone.
Alone.
Uh-oh. In the beautiful studios of Gas.
Why am I alone?
It's the fans' fault.
The fans want an on-time f***ing show, right? They want an on-time ooh, we got to be on time.
They're editing out the swears because it's in the first 10 minutes.
It's got to be at noon, you
pathetic
dickheads. You don't know what you want.
If you don't want to get dinged by YouTube for swears, you just edit out the first 10 minutes.
This is what I say to all the comedians who want to get their monetization going. If you don't want to get dinged by YouTube, just delete the first 10 minutes of your show. Oh, but then, yeah, you might have 10 minutes of swearing in that next 10 minutes. Oh, delete that. Oh, but then once you're at that 30-minute mark, you've deleted 20 minutes. Now you're at the 30. Maybe you're swearing even more now. Just delete that. And then eventually, just put that whole episode in the recycling bin. You don't need to be podcasting. All right, let's see what happens. Zach is running late. The co-host is running late.
12, you would have said a faster horse. Fucking morons. You want fast horses, you fucking dickheads.
Well, I love when he wears this gray shirt. He looks so good in his gray sweatshirt, doesn't he? I love when he wears that. He looks really great when he wears that and he goes out and snow blows his driveway. You know, Shane Gillis is in a rented house. More on that coming up. Shane Gillis is renting a house. Don't congratulate somebody when they've only rented their house, okay? You can't congratulate them that they've gotten a new house when they've only rented a house, okay? It's not the same. That coming up. Okay, watch this. He's mad. He's upset, and I love this look.
We are. Zach's running late. Both guests are running late. Monroe, who knows when he'll be here? Robbie fucking Goodwin has the gall to show up late for my show. Robbie Goodwin.
Look how embarrassing this is. He's got to sit there alone and just riff with his soundboard with nobody else there. They just didn't show up. He wanted to be early.
Sorry, with Christmas decorations.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Alone.
Nobody's up. You know, the lighting they use in their studio is the same stuff they use to warm rotisserie chickens at Whole Foods or at the gas station. They bought all those heat bulbs instead of light bulbs. That's why it's got this pink cast.
Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him.
Big payoff here.
I was trying to do a thing with Robbie Goodwin where I was turning people around on him, and I was subconsciously saying Robbie Goodwin is good. Now Robbie Goodwin has 1 year in purgatory where I just let him float by himself. Ooh.
He also hasn't answered my text about...
This is the beginning of their show.
Yeah.
Worse than ours.
That's it. Now we have a show where it's just me bitching and moaning about nobody being here. How does that feel? I have 2 gals in the booth. We'll go to the bitch booth.
Blame Shannon.
Okay, you can go to 7:45.
Merry Christmas, gals. Give me a little Christmas
7 minutes, 45 seconds.
And he says you don't have to do the hours. You can just go 0745.
0745. That's all I got to do?
Yep.
Look at that. You're talking to the guy who made the app?
He's in the chat.
I love that guy. You know, I paid him. Did he thank me for the payment? Now, did I pay him enough? That's the thing.
Yeah, we didn't. We were struggling.
So this guy makes us this plug-in here. I go, I want to pay you for this. And of course he says, no, don't worry about it. But
I mean,
you know what he said to me that was nice? He goes, I know that's probably annoying. So here's my PayPal anyway.
There you go.
I know you don't want to hear that. And then we're going to fight for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to eventually give you the PayPal anyway. So he gives me the PayPal. I'm not going to tell you what he sent him. But I think it's under. I now think it's under. I hope that's enough money. I didn't know. And I didn't know who to ask. But I gave him a nice chunk of change. And I'll give him more if that's not enough. You just let me know. You're very appreciative. This thing you gave me, I'm very appreciative of. And I want to pay you so much money that you could live off this for a year. Okay, so we're at this time code now. We're 7 minutes into the show. Zach's about to arrive. And this is what we're here for. We're going to watch Zach get punished. Watch this.
Subscribe to the Lev First channel. I produce his.
Oh, Lev First.
Oh, yeah. The great Lev Fur. We're going to be doing Legion of Skanks live from the studio Tuesday night with Lev and Ari.
Okay, here comes in.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Walking in.
So,
big fat fucking.
Yeah, because we're not coming in on Christmas for
filled
the
with
pre-tape.
pus. He doesn't have blood, by the way. He's filled with pus. And pus pours out like whipping cream. You remember that? What was that from? Where the Sidewalk Ends? And pus. Does anyone know what this is from? And pus pours out like whipping cream. Somebody let me know where that's from. You'll get $25 today. And pus pours out like whipping cream. Anybody know? Let us know, Jules. Okay, watch. Zach's going to come in. He's filled with pus. Watch.
Oh, there. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Perfect timing.
I love this. A scolding.
And honestly, the show should just be me and Zach.
So here comes Zach.
What happened to Goodwin?
Now watch Zach's face.
He said 5 minutes.
Watch
and
Zach's
that was
face.
at 12:03.
Is he out of his fucking mind? It's just the disrespect that people give. What's going on? Zach Amico, how are you, my friend?
Here's Zach. And look at the way Lewis is looking at Zach as he watches. What a beautiful shot here.
Wow, is this the curse?
Wow. Yeah, is this the curse? Is this Bella? What's the movie with Bella?
Poor Things.
Poor Things. Have you guys seen Emma Stone fully?
The curse because you're shooting from behind a wall.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this look he gives Amico. And Amico knows he's in trouble, showing up late when they all promised we're going to start the show on time. So let's see. And when Amico's in trouble, he gets nasty. I'm going to show you. This is why we're showing you this, because Amico's got a nasty side to him. Did you know that? I said to Jules, I go, Amico's got this nasty. She goes, I know. That's the side of him I always see. I said, oh, really? I always see him as a jovial guy. She goes, I've seen that side, but I know him more as this nasty guy. You hear that, Amico?
Look at this. Is actually a gorgeous piece of
gorgeous.
art. Screenshot.
Watch what's going to happen here. What I'm not thrilled with is how much they were too close to the edge here. Our camera needs to be moved over. That's why I keep going over here to fill out the shot.
Wow, that is like a movie poster.
It's a beautiful movie.
You know how on the new Apple TV they made the small movie posters instead of the regular size?
They did. They switched to tiles instead of movie posters. It's something that I'm really against. When I go to a streaming service, folks, I want to see the official movie posters of the movies in a row. These companies, what they want to do is stylize the movie posters. So what do? They get an intern and they go, here's the movie poster. Now, can we put it in a horizontal format? And they go, I don't know. I'd have to really chop up this poster. It would lose the integrity of the true piece of art that was worked on. No, we should do that. We should waste everyone's time and make an ugly tile. Let's take the vertical movie poster, change it into a tile, screw it all up. For what? For what? You're making too much work for yourself. Put the movie poster, the official, I want all the print, the credits, everything. Stop tileizing.
But this would be an incredible tile.
Yeah, if we're doing tiles. And as you know, Apple has now switched their iTunes store on the Apple TV to the Apple Plus thing, which, to me, I thought was the settings. When I see Apple Plus, that to me is where you go change the audio settings. I didn't know that's where, and they want you to do all your shopping there, and they've tileized all the movies. Now, I can't buy these movies now. And the other thing that I'm really upset with You go to that Apple rental store where you could either buy the movie, pre-order, which drives me insane. If you're pre-ordering a digital movie for $5 more than it will be when it's available to purchase, I'm mad about that. The other thing is, you shouldn't be buying a digital movie. Have you ever thought of this? Psychos? Any psychos out there who buy instead of rent? So for $24.95 you could buy, for $3.99 you could rent. So let me get this straight. Some psychos out there, these old dads who got used to DVD collecting, they're collecting all their DVDs in a big CD book. They think that's nice. No. They're going to collect DVDs, put them on the shelf in the case. But you can't even do that anymore because all the cases are just plastic. Nobody makes a nice printed book anymore, right? So who is buying the digital content and building their digital collection? Well, it must be many men. Please tell us if you're one of these men, because on Apple's new store, every row, you've got top movies, new releases, which, by the way, is the only row that you need. New releases in order of when they released. Then it's got 48 more rows of movies under $3, movies under $8, movies under $14, $2 Who is deciding on what movie they want to watch by the price of ownership? That's insane. But it must be working
and
if they're filling that whole.
Them. What if Apple TV goes defunct or something?
That's what I'm saying. Has anyone ever thought of this? What if Apple TV stops becoming a thing? Now you've purchased thousands of dollars worth of digital rentals that only work on Apple TV. What are you going to do with those? Have they come up with a plan? You can't download them. You can't transfer them. So what will you do when Apple TV is no more? What if everybody switches to PCs one day? You're going to be really screwed. I think Apple is selling you this content for cheap because they want you to build a movie collection so that you stay in their ecosystem. And imagine that must be working. Imagine the people. Do we have anyone in the chat who are buying the movies when you see under $4? It's like, yeah, I could rent it under $4. If, God forbid, you're going to watch that movie again in 5 years, you could spend another $4. No, I'm going to buy it for $4 now, and that way. Please don't buy digital content. It's nuts. Stream. You're not to watch a movie more than once. That's crazy.
And while we're on this topic, if they want to sell movies so bad, why don't they make the physical media for movies look nicer instead of the shitty DVD box? Like, why don't you make it cool? Like
do
a
something.
Record cover or something that someone would actually want to display.
They don't know what they're doing. But
like
again,
shiny,
it must be working.
Plastic.
It must be working. Okay. I got to have a sip. I'm running out of breath. I love water. Okay. Zach walks in. Would you like to see Zach get in trouble? I would. Here it is. And Zach, we zoomed in. We're going to zoom in again. We noticed your struggle here. Watch this.
I also think Robbie lives close, so I think
Shut
he has
up.
the least excuse.
Yeah, it's fucking infuriating. The great Zach Amico joins the show.
What's infuriating? You mean Zach coming? So, wow, did you see that? She's blabbing about something, but he's thinking about Zach coming in. So he's like, yeah. It's fucking infuriating. Wait, no. What she's saying isn't infuriating, though. You're infuriated with Zach. I'll replace Zach for free. Lewis, how about that? I'll be the new co-host for free. I'll bring in thousands of subs. This is the only show I'll do, and I'll fly out every week for 4 days a week. Watch this.
I think
Here
he
he
has
comes.
the least excuse.
Watch Zach.
It's fucking infuriating. The great Zach Amico joins the show.
Here he comes.
Better late than never. It's okay.
Look at this.
It's a new thing that I'm showing up on
Zach's
time,
face.
so I can't hate on you for just assuming that I'm always going to be 15, 20 minutes late for everything that I
I
do.
gave a half an hour warning. That
I gave it half an hour warning. And he hasn't rehearsed his voice. He's still in monster mode.
Why is that so funny?
I love this. I love watching somebody make an excuse for being late. Their boss is mad. Watch this.
Just assuming that I'm always going to be 15, 20 minutes late for everything that I do.
I gave a half an hour warning that I was going to be late.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens. It happens. I started the show anyway.
Look at this.
Okay.
Whoa! You're embarrassed that you're late. Embarrassed that you're in trouble.
I've been saying that all week. Every time Mike yells at me for something, I'm like, I give a half an hour warning.
I give a half hour. Oh, these hiccups better go away. We're going to be in big trouble here.
I give it a half an hour warning.
I give it a 30-minute warning. Look at this big fat slob.
It's all right. It happens. It happens. I started the show anyway.
You don't need to take your bag off either. You can just leave it on. You won't even feel it.
You need that bag.
Him taking off that bag is like if I had a speck of dust on my shoulder.
Yeah, really. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel it.
Just leave it on, then you won't forget it.
And if you take the train in New York, imagine you get on the train and this guy gets on the train, he's doing a fucking wheelie. Okay, let's watch this again. Watch.
It happens.
It gets better.
It happens. I started the show anyway.
Okay.
I had to.
Okay.
It's a new thing. The fans, they want it on time. These people do not like tardiness.
Enough people gave you shit, so now you have to be spiteful about it.
I'm not being spiteful, Zach. That's not me being spiteful. That is me trying to give the fans what they want. They want an on-time experience. And it's a reflection of my commitment toward the new Gas Digital. I want to show that because
Loser.
we start 3 minutes late. Then people are like, dude, fucking Shannon.
Blame.
She sucks. Let's fucking rape her. Let's tear her tits off her chest. Let's fucking throw them in the garbage.
You're
really
late.
And then I feel bad for Shannon.
Scum.
But I was on time. Robbie Goodwin finally joining the show. Robbie, how are you, my friend?
Not a nice morning at work, huh? Not a nice morning. Let's see this whole scene again, but just to Zach's Zoom. Okay? Watch this.
Yeah, it's fucking
Watch
infuriating.
Zach.
The great
Look at
Zach
this
Amico
big fat
joins the
fuck.
show. Better late than never. It's okay. It's a new thing that I'm showing up on time, so I can't hate on you for just assuming that I'm always going to be 15, 20 minutes late for everything that I do.
I gave a half an hour warning that I was going to be late.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens. It happens. I started the show.
Look at you.
Okay.
I had to.
Okay.
It's a new thing. The fans, they want it on time. These are
just behind him. It just says
these people
mass.
do not like.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Mass. You put up a sign that says mass behind him?
Tardiness.
Watch this.
Enough people gave you shit, so now you have to be spiteful about it.
I'm not being spiteful, Zach. That's not me being spiteful. That is me trying to give the fans what they want. They want an on-time experience. And it's a reflection of my commitment toward the new Gas Digital. I want to show that because we start 3 minutes late. Then people are like, dude, fucking Shannon.
Blame.
She sucks. Let's fucking rape her. Let's tear her tits off her chest. Let's fucking throw them in the garbage. They really get, and then I feel bad for Shannon. But I was on time. Robbie Goodwin finally joining the show. Robbie, how are you, my friend?
Not a good day at the office! You fat fuck, I'll be watching every moment like this on this show from now on. You pile of shit.
Should have just been nice to us.
Should have been nice to us. Yeah, he's probably done stuff that he wouldn't want out there about women and stuff like that, too. And about men. He does it all. He's hooked around with all of them.